to get smoother.
Is she excited or is she like thinking this is going to be hilarious?
I'm pretty sure she's going to think it's hilarious. I mean, obviously, like, we're not going to do like a full video. It's going to be like, maybe like a before and not. You can't even do it.
Are you going to do
This is so awkward. I haven't seen you in like 10 years. And we're talking about smooth my balls.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, I mean, if you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, dude.
A sponsor's a sponsor.
It could have been like a tampon company and I would have took it.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
It is what
Straight
it is.
Yeah. I'm like, this is my...
So is it like a waxing or like...
It's a trimming, I guess.
Is
and
it it's like a razor type of trimming?
Yeah. And like their technology, supposedly, you know, when you smooth your balls, there's no nicking or cutting, which is like super important.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Smooth balls.
You don't want to cut your balls.
Oh my God.
But anyways, you know, we'll move on from that.
That is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's a good intro.
I have a special guest. You're right. There's no easy transition to this.
No. You're never going to have me back on here.
No, dude, man, you can come back next week, man. This is fun. I love your laugh, dude.
I know, I'm going to start snorting left and right.
You should just don't hold that back. It's all good.
Oh my God.
I have my good friend, Kristina Fraticelli of I Make Things.
Yes.
And which button is it again? I think it's 2. Oh.
Oh, that's cool. You know what? I wish I could have chosen my intro song. I didn't know that I was going to have a sound with my name.
Oh, sorry. I should have prefaced that.
I would have done Journey and I would have been like a real...
Oh, we can't do Journey.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we have to do unlicensed songs.
Okay, never mind.
I'll
take it back.
Yeah, we'll edit it in or something.
Okay.
We'll do like a knockoff Journey song.
I'll edit it into when I post it on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do like free kawaii, non-copyright music.
Okay. Or if we do it on Reels, then you could do whatever you want. We could just do a quick 30-second, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do it on Reels then.
Yeah, okay.
You said Journey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Journey, man.
No. I mean, and I feel like my mom and my dad would appreciate that.
Yeah? You think they're going to watch it?
Well, so I told my mom, and then she was like, you have to tell me so that way we could watch it. And I was like, depends on how awkward I am on this. And then I may let you guys listen to it.
I think you're doing great so far.
I think that double shot helped.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Hey, if ever you want to pour, just let me know. I'm just going to match you, okay? So if you don't want to drink, we won't. If you want to drink more.
I'm just going to get you drunk before Katina comes.
Oh, my God. Because she wants to drink too.
Does she? Oh, well, because she's a new mom and stuff. So she's like, she's going to be, okay, Katina, I'll get him ready for you.
So whatever you want, let me know.
Okay.
I'll follow you.
Okay.
So you make things.
I do. It's the most general statement, but like I'm super dry and sarcastic. So it was kind of perfect. Like my cousin Christian, I was talking to everybody about it. I was talking to my cousins about it. I was talking to Yenny and Karen about it.
Hey, shout out to Yenny.
I know, Yenny and Karen, BFF since high school, actually maybe before that. But yeah, and then we were talking about all these names and stuff like, but I didn't want it to be like too crafty. I wanted it to be like, kind of me and stuff. And then my cousin Christian was like, you should do I Make Things. It's like super straight to the point. It's very like dry. And then so whenever people ask me like, hey, can you make this? All I reply with is like, I make things. That's
nice.
it. And then we go from there.
You know how you said like you kind of didn't want to like feel like super crafty?
Yeah.
I don't get that from your page, dude.
I try not to.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like in the beginning, it was a struggle because I had to feel like I had to kind of figure out who I was on this page. Because also before that, I really wasn't like a social media person. Like, except in high school. High school, I was like big Facebook person, right?
Yeah.
And then after
Not MySpace.
that. Oh, yeah, MySpace. Yeah. Actually, I'm just joking. It was MySpace.
We just aged ourselves.
Yeah, we did. Oh. I want to try to find our MySpaces one day.
It's still up there.
Probably.
I looked like a year ago.
Did it?
It's still up there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious because I've always kept the same handle name, like the @Kratini. Mm-hmm. So I could probably find it because I found my photo bucket. So
damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I found my photo bucket. That was interesting to look at. And then actually on there is like a funny video of me and Yenny. We were dancing. We made like a music video to I think it was Crazy in Love by Beyonce.
Yeah.
So don't look that up.
Oh, but like it was like out there in the public somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know why I put it as public, but I mean it's there.
Someone's gonna find it now.
Yeah, probably.
Not like hella people listen to this.
But I mean, I listened to it because I thought it was really cool that you started it. Like, you're doing like an empire with food, and then you have this, which I didn't know this was you as well. I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe it's his family or something. And then when I asked you, you're like, oh yeah, this is me too. I'm like, great, you're just taking over the world.
Nah, not even close. But I appreciate that.
No, I mean, like, because honestly, like we were talking about Filipino food. And then I was telling my husband, I was like, the only place I'll get Filipino food out here is your parents. Because your parents, their food is so good.
Thank you.
So good. And then we tried, I mean, obviously I would always get the boba from your spot. The purple Oreo is like,
you know what's up.
So bomb. And then we tried the food there. So bomb. Yeah. And then because of this podcast, I found out about Mom's Cookery. So
cool.
People listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Shout out to Moms.
Yeah.
Dude, that was such a fun podcast too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so fiery. I love it.
Yeah. It was funny listening to her because she's so like tiny and petite and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then like hearing her is like different, you know? And then, because I remember seeing her on social media, she was doing stuff for the firefighters when all the fires were going on, which I thought was awesome. But yeah, so we went over there and we ate. And then my husband, he was like, oh, do you guys have lumpia? And of course they do. And then she talked about how they have a whole menu for it. I was like, oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. I had their cheeseburger lumpia a couple weeks ago. It was hella good.
Oh.
Yeah, cheeseburger lumpia.
I know. I mean, I appreciate that because I feel like with Filipino food, it's so good, but you just like the masses don't know about it.
Yeah. And
then, or you have to like kind of grow up with like a Filipino friend to be like introduced to it. But yeah,
that's something me and my mom always talk about because you know, like our lives revolve around food.
Yeah.
And she's the one who taught me how to cook.
Yeah.
And we always talk about like how. like it's up to us like how we can put Filipino food on you know, but we always talk about like with regards to like how it looks, you know. A lot of Filipino food is so like brown.
It's not like the most
no, you good. No, I didn't even hear it.
But yeah, no, like Filipino food, it doesn't necessarily look the most appetizing, but it's so freaking delicious.
Yeah,
so delicious.
It's like it's literally a melting pot of like so many cultures put into one food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Anthony Bourdain said that's not for me. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Carl, my mom and I were trying to figure out how to put Filipino food on the map. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think you guys are doing a good job. Like there's so many people that post like Peace, Love, and Boba. Like not many people know about 3J's because that one is, I feel like it targets more of like our parents' generation and then us if we grew up with it. But like with Peace, Love, and Boba, and it's like in Vacaville. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's like thriving. Everyone knows about Peace, Love, and Boba.
Man, we're trying our best.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, like every time I'm out running errands, I'll like ask one of my nieces and nephews, I was like, you want me to pick you up some PLB?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, please.
Cool. I appreciate that, man. We appreciate like all of our customers. Seriously.
Yeah, that's good.
But anyways, like enough about me. Why are we talking about me? I brought you.
Because you know what? I took a double shot. I started thinking about food. So that's what happens.
Yeah, you're right. I'm always thinking about food. It's a problem.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, January 1st hit, I was like, I'm going to eat so good.
Yeah. How'd that go for you?
So the day I started juicing, I picked up Cakelin's desserts.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
And I said, why? Why? This is the worst. So that didn't last.
Since we're on the topic, like I think it's so cool that you guys did a collab because I didn't know that you guys knew each other.
We didn't.
Oh, okay.
We didn't. I mean, we're like, I feel like we're Instagram friends.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So like, yes. I didn't know her prior to, like, I've met a lot of people through Instagram and it's weird because I can call like some of those people really like my friends because they're super supportive and stuff. Mm-hmm. And Cakelin, I feel like it's crazy. Like I didn't realize how young she was. And then just seeing the stuff that she was making. And then, and then when I tried it, I was like, ugh. It's so good.
Dude, she's talented.
So talented. That's why, like, because she's so sweet too. Because she was like, "Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity." I was like, "Girl," I said, "You're more well known than I am."
Yeah, she is super sweet. You know, she's been on the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I saw her post it, and then honestly, like ever since Alden came on here, I started listening to you guys for every podcast.
Yeah.
So whenever, yeah.
She's PLB alumni.
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't realize that, but until she said it on here, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah. I actually messaged her because when you guys posted, I was like, dude, she's about to be on the podcast. We went to high school together.
That's
and like, she was super excited.
Yeah. Her food is so good.
Yeah, man. Like she started out with just doing macarons.
Yeah.
And then now she's like this full blown baker.
Yeah.
Her cakes are like, I was like, dude, when did you learn how to do that? You know?
I know. I'm like, did you YouTube this stuff?
But I mean, dude, yeah. That's the dope thing about YouTube. You can learn whenever you want, right?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like with a lot of the stuff I make things, like I learned off of YouTube.
Yeah. Do you rely on YouTube a lot?
Yeah. In the beginning, I would say I definitely relied on YouTube. Strangest thing though is I feel like TikTok has educated me on so many things that I never knew about.
No way.
Yeah, I just feel like there's like a running joke with myself and my husband and his cousins. We're like, dude, we learned so much more on TikTok than we did at like school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I talk about that with like all of my staff all the time.
Yeah.
Like.
And you get it at like a really fast pace. So it's not like
you have to read. And
yeah. I learned a lot. And then, really a lot of it's just trial and error. Because like this one actually started off as like a cut by mistake, and I messed up on it, and I was like, crud, I got to redo it. And then I was watching Demon Slayer, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, this resembles. And then the kind of idea went from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is why I asked you to come on, because I love talking to other people who are like into being like creative. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And just looking at your matte black cups, which are fucking dope. I was just like, oh, dude, I gotta get her on because I need one of those. And I'm gonna order. I'm gonna put an order in soon.
First off, I told my husband, I was like, I wanted to make you something before I came on here, because I was like, what kind of Filipino person am I? I'm coming to someone's like house basically with empty hands.
Oh man.
And then, but I was like, I need to talk to RJ first and then kind of get a feel of him. And then I was like, or I could just make something for his wife. And I was like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, but yeah, I wanted to make you guys something just for life.
I'll put an order in for sure. No, seriously.
Those matte black cups are like fire.
Those are fucking dope, man. I need like 5.
Yeah. I actually had recently this girl, she ordered a Louis, a Gucci, Chanel, and Balenciaga. All like, and when I was like, are you giving these out? She's like, no, these are all for myself. I was like, okay, you do you. I was like, I support
on like what day it is, right?
Yeah. I was like, I'm totally down for it. Like the matte black cups are amazing. I kind of feel like I'm over posting it, but that's just because I feel like they're so nice.
Sometimes that's all I want to see.
Yeah, it's so
you're
nice.
Not.
Yeah, and the glitter ones, the glitter tumblers can only be for like, for a selected few, because not everyone's into glitter. Yeah. But yeah, I love it.
So, when did this all start for you? When you decided to... COVID, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
COVID, when everyone was trying to pick up all these hobbies and trying to get all these side hustles on, I tried cooking. Granted I cook, but like I was like, let me do fancy cooking.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let me try to do baking. And I'm like, let me try to do vegan baking. I was like, let me try to do gardening. I went through like this whole phase, and my husband was just like super supportive. He's like a big cheerleader. He's like, yeah, you do it. So he just would buy me everything. And then the Cricut was on sale. And then my mom, she's super crafty. She's like, she likes painting and all that kind of stuff. And then she was like, yeah, just do it. And you can make stuff for gifts or for the kids, for classrooms, not knowing that my kids are not going to be going in a classroom.
Yeah.
So, and then it kind of went from there. And then Karen asked me for a cup. She was like, hey, can you make me a cup? And I'm like, let me YouTube it and I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went from there.
What was it like making that first cup for Karen?
So nerve-wracking. Because, I'm like super particular now going back to it. Like, I wish I could do it over again. Granted, I've given her more cups since then, so I feel better for it. But like, now I'm like, I wish I could have smoothed out that bump or like, you know.
I feel you.
Yeah. It's just like I take a lot of pride just because I feel like people save up money and they work hard for that money. And then they're giving you that money to give them something. And then you're like, I can't give you like a crap item.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Dude, till this day, like I still get nervous making food for people.
I would
I've
imagine.
done it for so long, you know, but like exactly what you said, this person is paying their hard-earned money for this burrito, you know, and then like.
Hey, but your burritos are fire though.
Thank you.
Your burritos are fire. My husband, like, if he could have that tomorrow burrito every day, so.
Yeah, he would. Okay.
Yeah.
Enough said, man.
And I don't know what you guys do to your rice, but it's like.
I'll let you know.
So bomb.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
So bomb.
It's a little tomorrow secret. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not. It's super simple, dude.
I mean, especially I feel like with food, it's like subjective to someone's palate of how they grow up and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's harder.
Yeah.
I like with this, people are kind of telling me, they're like, just do what you do. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah. I'm like, sure.
But yeah, I get super nervous. Like when I, cause I'm still cooking till this day and, I'll bring out some food and I'll like run to the back cause I don't want to see, you know what I mean? It's so weird, dude. And then like I always, cause my wife knows and she always like, they liked it. Yeah. Like, you know, like,
I mean, I feel like all the stuff that I haven't, I mean, I would tell you honestly, I haven't had anything bad ever, like from either your parents' restaurant or from Peace, Love, and Boba. Granted, I have never been to your new restaurant and stuff, but
knock on wood. Let me know if anything happens. Dude.
So good.
Cool.
Yeah. Even my kids love it.
Oh yeah, dude, you're a mom.
I'm a mom.
So I know like all of our friends like have kids that are like old already. Dude, like I was like, I don't know if you remember Tony. I used to kick with him in high school. His kid, his kid is like in high school.
Shut up.
Or about to be. He's like in 8th grade or something.
That's weird.
Dude, isn't that weird?
Yeah, I mean, I think like I remember being younger and just thinking like being in your 30s, you're old.
Yes.
And then now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, am I old? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's a mindset.
Yeah, I mean, and everyone, I feel like, especially with like the millennial generation, like we have some that started families younger and then some that like, you know, did their career first and then they're going to start their families later.
Yeah.
But I kind of knew I wanted a family younger just because I'm like, I want to be like done with kids and then to be graduated like when I'm 50. So
nice. Yeah. How old is your oldest?
She's 8.
Wow. Yeah,
she's 8. She's going to be 9 this year. My youngest is going to be 7 this year. So, yeah. And then she was asking me, she's like, so when can I listen to this podcast?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if you can. It depends.
Yeah, you're going to let her decide.
I was like, I'm not going to let her listen to the intro, but I'll let her listen to after the fact.
This is definitely, a mature audience type of podcast. I got to stop cussing.
No, I mean, it's totally fine. Like she's super good. Like even my kids, like they'll hear cussing, but they know that's not what they're supposed to do. Like I don't play with my kids. Like I'm that mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, you come with an A-, you're failing. Okay.
I love, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Tiger Mom.
Do you?
Okay. So RJ, we're doing another one.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. I told you I'm going to get you there.
Oh my God. Let's go though. I'm ready.
Are you driving home? Oh, you're not going to drive home for a while.
No, I'm here. I got another podcast after this. So
how many podcasts do you do?
Usually only one per day, but my wife is leaving for the Philippines next month.
Oh, is she?
Hopefully, depending on like how everything goes. For a couple weeks, her brother's getting married.
Oh, nice.
So I can't do any podcasts next month. So I'm trying to squeeze as many in as I can. Yeah. Excuse me. So I'm banging out 2 per day. Thank you.
Okay, I did kind of a baby or shot for you.
Oh, thank you. You already know. Cheers to Vanden. 2004, 2005.
Cheers to Vanden.
Cheers to Vanden. Let's go.
Are those cowbells?
Oh my God, so good. So good.
Yeah, you picked good.
It's been sitting on my shelf for like years. I let it age.
Oh, that's how you're gonna turn.
I do my own aging.
Got it. Aging in your cabinet. I'm not mad at it. It's fine. Okay.
Tumblers. Are those hard to make? They look very time intensive.
Okay, so hands-on, not so much like hands-on tumbler. What people like, some people will be like, oh, can you rush it or whatever? And I'm like, it actually takes like 8 to 16 hours and sometimes more depending on like the temperature for it to like harden. But I say more so like getting the ideas together and getting everything drawn out. That one's probably like the hardest part of it. Just because I mean like usually when people give me like, they'll tell me what they want. Like someone will be like, for example, they'll say, hey, I want a Disney tumbler. I'm like, okay. So I kind of try to get to know them. Like, who's your favorite character? Like, which ones are your favorite rides? Like, is it for an occasion? And then I'll send them like a couple samples, and then from there they can tweak. So like everything is really like a collaborative process. Yeah. I mean, I try to have them like be able to personalize everything down to like the glitter, the font. And even if it's like a gift, like I'll ask them if they want to do like a gift card in there and like to kind of pick the style of the gift card and like what kind of bag they want to do. Cause I want everything to be basically like it's ready to go.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Wow. This is like, you're really giving that personal touch to every customer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of like a customer service snob.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to be able to provide something, you know, really good.
That goes a long way. It really does.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, I try really hard. It's just, especially I feel like around Christmas time, I made sure every one of them was already wrapped and like ready to gift. So, because I feel like Christmas time is like super hectic and stuff. Like last thing you want to think about is like the wrapping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I try.
I was browsing through your page and, you know, everything perfect, beautiful, you know, I noticed like you recently started kind of showing your face on Instagram. Like this is me, you know, and it's kind of the move you have to do as your page grows.
Yeah. It's so awkward.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about that. Well, first of all, my first question, like what made you decide to do that?
So honestly, the only reason I started doing it is, so one of my friends works for, a photography company in Vacaville. It's branding by Pink Door, and they also do boudoir photos. Boudoir, obviously, Mom, no, I'm not going to do.
I don't know what boudoir is.
It's like when you take like the lingerie photos and stuff.
Oh, okay,
like I think like they look beautiful, but I'm just super shy. Like I can't do that. Like I could do like maybe like a baggy t-shirt with like some sneakers and stuff, but I'm like, now I feel like, I mean, in high school I wasn't the most conservative, but like now I'm a lot more conservative. So yeah, I couldn't do that. And then she asked me, she's like, hey, would you want to do the branding? And I was like, for sure. Like, you know, I'll try it out and stuff. And then she would be the most comfortable. Like I joke around, like she's like my sister wife.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I could do the branding photos. Like we'll try it. And then they were so fun and so cute. And she was like, yeah, you need to start showing your face. And then she just told me straight up, and I was like, okay, sure. I was like, yes, ma'am.
I think that's the right move. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like people, they won't like necessarily just buy your stuff for your products. Like they'll buy stuff because they like stand behind you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hopefully people will still stand behind me after I
They're
post
like,
this.
Hold on.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard because like you want to share your story, but you only want to share your story up to like a certain point. Like, you don't want to be so candid where you're like talking to your therapist.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen a couple of pages. Like I'm not going to say them, like this specific page, like she's like venting to her therapist.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, like you're selling this thing. I'm like, it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like for me, I look to social media as like, to look for stuff, like for products, because I like to buy from small businesses, but also like I look for it for entertainment, like, and not negative entertainment. Like there's enough of that going on. You know, I'm like, I want to be like uplifted and stuff. Yeah. So that's kind of just what I try to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let me bring you back to the day when you decided to like show your face. Oh. Well, like, were you like debating or you're like, fuck it, just press it and go?
It was, I think I edited that post probably like 10 times. Yeah. Yeah. Cause I'm like, I mean, I had it and then I kept contemplating between like two photos just because I feel like the first time you post yourself is like such a big moment. I mean, it's probably not a big moment for the people that are looking at it, but like for me, I was like, this is a big moment, guys.
Yes, very
I was
very
like,
much so.
You guys don't understand. Like, I was like, I have a lot of anxiety about this.